Hey everyone, welcome back!
Yes!
We are back for another exciting episode of the Lucas and Lee podcast.
Yeah, I mean, we're almost into April. Today's the final day of March.
Today's the final day of March. Tomorrow is the annual day where I call up my family and tell them I'm getting married.
Do they ever believe you?
No. They smell that April Fool's joke a mile away.
You should, this year you should switch it up and tell me you're having a kid.
I should, yes!
There you go.
Yes! Hey, Dad, surprise!
Yeah.
Thought you were done having grandchildren, huh?
Yeah.
No!
That'd be a good one.
Well, hey, we got a lot of exciting topics on tap today. Now, Lucas, you know that I am a big relationship expert guy.
Yes,
Not
very
the,
big.
Not the fact that I am one, but I like to listen to him because we all know that Lee's love life is a dumpster fire. But you know, I usually listen to Rachel Zohar, but you came across a new one recently.
It's called the sticky eye, not the stanky eye. Not the stanky eye. The sticky eye, which I know this has worked for me in the past before I even knew about the sticky eye. Like if you're at a bar, restaurant, club, wherever, and you see somebody you like, you kind of gaze in their direction, give them a friendly stare, not a crazy stare, and then when they reciprocate and look back at you, you kind of smile. And if they smile back, then you know that's kind of like the green light that you can approach them. If they give you a scowl, then obviously you don't approach them. Now you can't do the psycho stare where you're like, you know.
No, so I mean, I think this is just basic human nature. You know, you're interested in someone. As I proudly display my Tampa Bay Sun jersey.
Heck yeah, I know you love it. Yeah,
I got in my trip to Florida. But it's, you know, if you see someone and your guys' eyes lock, it's just a really quick, like, you know, like Joey from Friends.
Yeah.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? But you know, if you stare too long, then yes, you may have a restraining order.
Yeah, you can't stare. It's like you just gaze over and you look at somebody, and then when you kind of get their attention and they look back at you, you kind of smile at them, and then see if they smile back. And then if they smile back, that's a pretty good sign. It means they don't think you're hideous looking. It means
yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's a very good sign. It's a very good sign. Now, if they smile, if they look back at you with that look like, what the F are you looking at? Then
don't approach
them. Then it's time to move on to the next spot.
Get the hell out of there.
Get the hell. But I don't. You know, it's a phenomenon that like everything has to be given a name these days.
Yeah,
that was just usual human flirting is what that's called.
Yeah, and they gave it the name sticky eye, and it's so hard for me to say sticky eye because I keep wanting to say stanky eye.
Well, you know, when you first told me sticky eye, I thought you were talking about like when you're, you know, texting with someone and there's that like eyes bulging out emoji. I thought that's what you were talking about. You know, like if someone sends you a picture and they're uber hot and it's like the woo,
the eyes.
You know, the big eyes bulging out thing. But no, sticky eye apparently is an in-person thing, and you know, I just thought it was normal human flirting, but apparently it's been given a name.
Yeah. So when you're out this weekend, you could say, "Hey, that guy just gave me the sticky eye."
Give me the sticky eye. Speaking of going out, I've been meaning to talk about this for a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to talk about it. But we have to delve into the lamest excuses you've ever gotten for someone to not go out with you.
I think that the lamest one I've ever gotten was it's raining.
It's raining?
It's raining. Yeah, they were like, yeah. I was like, hey, you know, I can't go out. It's raining. I'm like,
was it raining men?
Yeah, I know.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, probably in their bedroom. That's why they said I can't go out. It's raining men in my room.
No, I've had a few doozies. Okay. I've had a few doozies.
What's the worst one? Oh, give me the top three.
Oh, top three was someone who would not go out with me. Well, I'm not convinced. Well, I'm fairly certain this is a reason why, but they were Trump voter.
Okay.
So they were like not happening. Apparently,
and the excuse was that they didn't agree with their politics.
That was part. That was, you know, they like would bring it up when we were chatting. that they were a Trump voter.
That really bothers me because people isn't James Carville married to a Republican?
James Carville is married to Mary Madeline.
And he's very liberal.
This individual did not come out and say it. Did not come out and say it directly. No, you're not a Trump voter. But when they mention it profusely, and then they come with another reason, then maybe maybe the Trump voter thing had a little to do with it. So there's that one.
And I don't think that you're like super far liberal though either.
No,
that's why I don't understand. It's like you're pretty reasonable.
Well, let's be very clear to MAGA Trump voters. Anyone who is not a MAGA Trump voter is a complete lefty loony. There's no in between. Either you're 100% MAGA or you're a California left-wing lunatic. So there was that one. There was one where I actually went out with this person a few times, and things were vibing great.
So it's a multiple date person.
Multiple date person. Things were vibing great. And then out of nowhere, well, I kind of dated someone for a short time ago last year, and I'm still kind of hung up on them. So, yeah, can't go out with you anymore. And I'm like,
you could have told me that 3 dates ago.
Could have told me that at the very beginning. Yeah. Could have told me that at the very beginning. I'm still hung up with
my ex.
I mean, and that, I was a little like, thank you for wasting my time. Bish. And I mean, the kicker here is that, and I did mention that to, this person was at least brave enough to FaceTime me to tell me. So kudos to her. But, and this, like I said, this happened a little ways back. But when I told her, you could have told me, she mentioned, well, you don't know until you're actually seeing someone else. I'm like, I was a guinea pig.
Wow. Well, hey, at least you made her fall back in love with her ex, I guess.
I mean, there's always a positive.
Saving relationships.
There's always a positive. And the one that tops all of them.
Yeah.
And probably will for a while. So this person had let it be known that she would be cool, like going to dinner or something with me. I'm like, cool. So I shoot my shot. I'm like, hey, let's get together. Oh, I'm planning a surprise bridal party for a friend of mine. I'm like, that's cool. That happens. No problem. I try again the following week. Hey, I'm going to shoot my shot. Let's, get together. Oh, no, I got another surprise bridal party coming up. I'm like, is there a sudden rash of bridal party? Like, at least if you're coming up with an excuse, come up with a new one.
Yeah, say baby shower.
Yeah, funeral. I have a funeral. I got a funeral I got to go to.
I can't use the lying funeral, though. I get scared about that.
Have
you done that? Have you done the lying funeral?
No, I can't do that. I haven't. I haven't.
I feel too weird about the
just because it's too easy to be, like, oh, really? Who died? Your Uncle Frank? I didn't know you have an Uncle Frank.
All of a sudden, flowers get sent to the house.
Yes. But using I have a bridal shower 2 times in a row. That was a little like, is there like a marriage epidemic amongst your friends? Or are you just like trying to find a nice way to say no? And I am just, we've discussed it here before. I'm the kind of guy, I like direct communication. Just say, boop. No. But like I said, all these happened, a little while back.
But you're happy now.
I'm happy now. I'm happy now.
You're smiling, having
fun. Soccer season is almost upon us. And there's another reason Leah's smiling. And those who know me out there know why. So Thursday and Saturday, I was in the fair city of San Francisco.
Yeah.
San Francisco, California, at the Chase Center, where the NC2A men's basketball tournament, also known as March Madness, Western Regionals were taking place, where my beloved Florida Gators, that's right, the best university in all the land, right there. Sorry, I'm going to cover your face up, Lucas. Right there, my beloved Florida Gators made it to the Final Four.
So who are they playing in the first game of obviously the Final Four? Who are they playing?
They play in the national semifinals on Saturday versus the Auburn Tigers. a fellow SEC compatriot and rival, and I have no qualms whatsoever that the Gators will absolutely run all over the Auburn Tigers.
And then play,
easy.
And then
easy
play
peasy.
Duke after that.
And so it's Duke versus the University of Houston. Now, look, in my heart of hearts, yes, I would love to watch my Florida Gators beat the crap out of Duke University just so I can hold it over all those obnoxious Duke fans. Because when it comes to college sports, football and basketball, there's one fan base that above all others that are the most obnoxious in the land. Like, it beats the University of Miami fans, beats Georgia fans, beats Alabama fans. Those are Duke fans.
Duke basketball fans.
Duke basketball fans. Duke is a school of 4,000 students. Maybe 5,000 these days. Maybe 7,000 if you throw in the law school and the medical school and whatever other goddamn school they have at that university. Yet you see all these people out there wearing Duke paraphernalia.
Well,
I don't know. Did you go to Duke?
Most of them couldn't get into Duke.
It's
a very selective university.
Most of them couldn't get into Duke Community College.
Yeah.
Let's be very clear. Yet they are all of a sudden these massive Duke fans. BS. I call BS.
Well, it's going to be interesting. Cooper Flagg is the rage right now. Everybody's talking about Cooper Flagg. What are your thoughts on him?
Overrated.
Overrated.
Especially when he meets the Florida Gator front line.
Yeah.
Overrated. Now, my freshman year in college, I had a thing for this girl. I forget what her name is, but I had a thing for her. Super, super hot. Totally into her. And a friend of mine was like, hey, Lee, you may have a chance, but she's a big Duke fan.
And you're like...
And this friend of mine literally said, you should go out and buy a Duke hat. And I literally looked at him and said, I would rather die. I would rather eat dog feces than buy a Duke hat and wear that thing.
Well, so let me ask you. Duke, University of Miami, LA Dodgers, or Las Vegas Raiders, which is the worst of the worst?
Let's be very clear. I feel sorry for Las Vegas Raider fans. There's no hatred there. I feel sorry for them.
Okay. So
I feel sorry for Raider fans. Okay. That you were born a Raider fan. It's almost like a disease. Being a Raider fan is almost like a disease with no cure. You feel sorry. You feel compassion. You want to take them to hospice.
Okay, yeah.
Duke basketball.
Worse than Dodger fans? Dodger fans are the worst fans I've ever met. Ever.
Baseball. They're the worst baseball fans. But Duke fans are obnoxious. Now, to tell you how obnoxious Duke fans are, do you watch the HBO miniseries White Lotus?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Okay, so White Lotus 3 is set in Thailand, and the main antagonist is this business guy who's basically caught in a bunch of fraud stuff, and he got caught while on vacation, and all the heat's coming down on him. And there's this scene where he's got a gun, like pointed at his head, and he's wearing a Duke University shirt because in the show, he's a graduate of Duke's business school. Oh my God, all the Dukies went bananas. It's not fair. Why are you making that be us? Oh, no. It's a show, for crying out loud. They're probably just mad because it hits really close to home.
Yeah, because they all can relate.
Would be my guess.
They all can relate.
But I said Duke fans are just obnoxious. And I think they're obnoxious because they think Christian Laettner is a fine human being.
Yeah.
Probably.
And Bobby Hurley.
Yes, both of them. And Mike Krzyzewski.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the song on YouTube, This Is Why Duke Sucks?
Yeah, Coach K was not a nice person.
I recommend everyone pull up This Is Why Duke Sucks on YouTube and laugh. They've got two editions of the song, by the way, and laugh along with me when you watch it. It's hilarious. So, speaking of things coming up this weekend, where are you and I going to be at on Friday?
Friday, opening day for the San Francisco Giants taking on the Seattle Mariners. 1:35 first pitch on Friday.
You and I are going to be there.
Yeah, and hopefully the Giants can win the series versus the Astros this tonight, tomorrow, and Wednesday. And
Cheaters, the Houston Cheaters.
The Houston Cheaters.
Houston Cheaters.
Cheaters. We didn't put this on the slate, but speaking of cheating, what do you think about the torpedo bats that the Yankees are using?
Why am I not shocked that the Yankees would cheat?
Yeah, they have this bat, and they took the wood and made the biggest part of the bat where the logo is because Volpe couldn't hit the ball properly. So they put that there, and what happened? Volpe hit a home run, And Jazz Chisholm, who was struggling, hit 2 home runs in one game and another home. He's got 3 home runs.
Torpedo bat needs to be torpedoed.
Yeah, no, it's not fair to the pitchers. It's not. I mean, I know people are going, well, if every team has one, but then all of a sudden records start getting shattered. If Jazz Chisholm is hitting 3 home runs in 2 games, that's an issue.
I firmly believe that the Yankees' new motto should be, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah, that's it. That. Yeah.
No. But, so, Lucas, who are you taking with you to opening day?
I'm taking my 2 boys. My 2 boys will be with me.
Fabulous. That is always good to hear. The individual I would prefer to take, that I think I would have a great grand time at the game with, unfortunately, will not be in this state on that day.
Oh wow!
Yeah, unfortunately.
So what are you gonna do? Who are you gonna take?
I don't know yet. I don't know. The one I would have the most fun with is not here, not present in the state of California. So I got
that's a big opening day. Is a big ticket.
Opening day is a big ticket.
It's a big ticket.
It's a big ticket. So if I didn't have twin nephews, I would take one of them. But if I take one, the other one's going to be sad.
Oh yeah.
And I only have one ticket. So I got to figure out someone to take to opening day.
I'm trying to think who would be an option. Are you looking for a guy to take to hang out, or a girl, or?
I'm looking for someone to have fun with at someone that would appreciate
baseball
opening day at the Stick.
Yes,
I call it the Stick just because I'm still stuck in the 90s.
Yeah, well, the Stick is the best baseball stadium ever,
and football, and football. So
it's a shrine.
So super excited. They take on the Mariners on Friday. Mm-hmm. It'll be my second straight opening day.
Yeah, so you're like almost
third. No, third. Yeah, remember? Because I took the mistake back in
by the lake.
Yeah, back in 2023.
I remember that.
That was sad.
Yeah, I saw you at that game.
Yes, we took a photo.
Yeah.
I tried to airbrush part of it out, but it didn't work.
This year we'll take a better photo with whoever you take.
Yes. So, that being said, very excited baseball season.
And the Giants are going to surprise people this year. The Dodgers, I understand, are going to go 130 or whatever wins. It's going to break the record or whatever. Who knows? But the Giants are going to make the playoffs this year.
Stockton cargo season is right around the corner.
Yeah.
Very excited. Opening game.
First weekend of May, right?
May 3rd, Saturday, May the 3rd. Go to StocktonSC.com. Get your tickets today.
Yeah.
And, of course, June 7th, we have our big game versus Oakland in the Oakland Alameda Coliseum.
Yes. But did you see the Las Vegas team?
Yes. I saw. I saw the back and forth, and of course, Oakland shot back with her. You guys sure about that? Not a surprise. So on that June 7th game, I actually, because I get one of those owner passes.
Yeah.
Lets me go on the field. And I'm literally going to go stand in the spot where the Sea of Hands took place.
You got to.
Yes, but that's all good news. However, we always end our episodes with bad news for someone, because we always end it with the worst week ever. Lucas, you got a worst week ever?
Yeah, Profar. He is a player on the Braves that used to be on the Padres. He had the worst week ever. He got busted with PEDs. He's suspended for 80 games. And let me tell you the piece of crap human being that Profar is. I have a story for Profar. A couple years ago, I sat in the bleachers at Oracle Park, and he was harassing the fans, talking smack to the fans. Then he took a baseball and threw it full speed into the stands. That's dangerous.
Are we sure it was not roid rage?
Yeah, it could have been roid rage, yeah. He took the ball, threw it full speed at the stadium. It almost hit somebody. So people took the ball, threw the ball back, and somebody took a bunch of garbage and threw it at him. Yeah. And then he cried to the umpire and said that the stadium's an unsafe place and that the San Francisco fans are the worst fans in America and they're awful people, and said horrible things about us. Then, fast forward to the World Series. The Dodgers are the worst fans of baseball, but he pulled the same stuff with the Dodgers. And he cries victim every time.
Do you know what that 80-day ban is really called in real life?
What's that?
Karma.
Yeah, karma.
Well, that wraps up this week's Lucas and Lee podcast.
We'll see you after opening day.
We will be back after opening day, everyone. Have a great week. And remember on Saturday, go Gators, go!
Yeah.